Hello, and this week I'm going to talk about this book. Hope you can see it. Okay, and don't you just love the smell of a new book? It's like, oh, it's heaven. Only a book lover would understand that. During lockdown, it was my birthday, and one of the things I asked for was book tokens. That's nothing unusual. Well, it will be like that anyway. But this time I couldn't actually have the joy of going to a bookshop and browsing around to see what I wanted to buy with my tokens. I actually had to browse online, and I have to say it's not quite the same. Nevertheless, I chose this book. So you'll know if you watch any of my reviews that I really like murder mystery and sort of suspense type novels, and this one is by Ann Cleeves and it's called The Long Call. And the reason I like this is I like Ann Cleeves books, and you might have seen some of them without realising it on TV if you're not a reader, because she has created several series with well-known characters who are police officers. One is called Vera Stanhope. The TV series is called Vera, one of my favourites. So a middle-aged woman who heads up a team of detectives and is a, you know, flawed character like we all are. Has problems, is quite lonely, seems to have no family. Towards the end of her time of the series, she's having health issues. But a really great series. And then another character that she created is called Jimmy Perez, and his detective series set on Shetland, and the series was called Shetland. And again, similar thing, a guy whose wife passed away, I believe, and it's a story of him bringing up a teenage daughter, etc, etc, but really good stories. This is Anne's new character, and I picked it up because it was Anne, but also because it's based in Devon, and Devon is somewhere I know really, really well. And where this is set, which is near Barnstable, is also an area I know quite well. And the character in this, and I believe there's going to be a series with him, is a police officer, younger this time, called Matthew Venn. Matthew is gay. He's married to a chap who is more arty than him. So you've got that dynamic as well. And this is a mystery where a body's found on a beach, and it's a man, and he's got the tattoo of an albatross on him, and the story begins as to who he is, and unfolds, and it's just really enthralling. And the undercurrent to that is Matthew's own life. He comes from Devon, and he comes from a devout family of you never quite know what they are, very religious, almost like a cult, evangelical cult type family. He was brought up in that very tight environment, which he left and broke free from. And when he broke free, he kind of lost his family, and it starts with the death of his father, and he's attending the funeral as an outsider. So it's obviously clearly, you know, been an outsider from the moment he left. And then of course he's compounded that later on by being gay and then marrying a man. Terror, awful to his family. But the plot, which I'm not going to go into because no spoilers from me, it takes him, he has to go back in time to deal with this cult, if you like, this group of people that were so much part of his childhood and rejected him so heavily. And I think that's what the title The Long Call kind of refers to. The fact that almost like he was almost on elastic and would have to come back and confront these issues in his life. And it just so happens it's around his job and the mystery that he solves. And he's obviously really clever. He's quite shy, he's quite an introvert, so a really, you get the feeling there's a rounded character coming here, and you're left wanting more, and you want to know what other murders and mysteries that he will deal with. So I thoroughly recommend Ann Cleeves' latest book, and really enjoyed it. That's it for this week. Please subscribe and hit the little bell for notifications.